Microsoft says AI kills critical thinking. Here's what that means for you. As more advanced artificial intelligence tools take over routine work chores, experts warn we need to keep our brains engaged with more challenging tasks. This is an opinion piece by Suzanne Lucas, human resources consultant, also known as Evil HR Lady. Published February 18, 2025. This morning, I needed to make 2 vet appointments for my cats. I'm an American in Switzerland, so that means I need to make a phone call in German. No problem. I've lived here for almost 16 years, and I have a B2 German certificate. A B2 means, or should mean, that I can interact with a degree of fluency and spontaneity that makes regular interaction with native speakers quite possible. I can take an active part in discussion in familiar contexts, accounting for and sustaining my views. With that definition, picking up the phone and saying, Ich möchte Kontrolltermin für meine Katzen vereinbaren, I'd like to make checkup appointments for my cats, should have been easy. So why did I panic and double-check with DeepL before calling? Because I've gotten lazy with my German. I work in English and my family language is English. I speak German at church and with my son's teachers. Small talk with cashiers or waitstaff isn't a thing here. And most of my German communication now is written. 16 years ago, Google Translate was relatively new and terrible. It could handle short subject-verb sentences, but not much else. But now, the technology has increased and DeepL, my translating tool of choice, has improved so much that when I gave a DeepL translated presentation, I had someone compliment me on my grammar, but not my accent. My German skills have dropped because I've become reliant on tools to do the work for me. Tools can curb your own growth. So, it was of no surprise to me to see this headline. Microsoft study finds relying on AI kills your critical thinking skills. If you're letting AI do your thinking and evaluating, of course your skills drop. And this is a problem. AI is really good at what it's good at and terrible at other things. A lot of its strengths are found in its ability to do very basic tasks quickly. Simple writing assignments are something it excels at. My big concern, though, is that the more you use AI, the less you use your brain. The less you use your brain, the dumber you are. So when you run across a problem AI can't solve, will you have the skills to do so yourself? It's something I've worried about on a societal level, beyond just my ability to make appointments for my cats. What the HR experts think. Last fall, at Unleash, I sat down for a one-on-one with HR analyst and data guru Josh Bersin. I asked him this very question. Are you concerned that AI will make people dumber? He gave an optimistic answer to my pessimism and said 3 important things. We're not going to run out of things for humans to do. We are always trying to add value on top of things. I see potential in this more than anything. If we have AI doing basic tasks, that frees us up to do higher-level tasks, which will add value. There are plenty of tasks that people used to do and we don't have to do anymore. For instance, I don't have to know how to weave fabric or butcher a cow in order to wear clothes and eat a hamburger. Sure, someone has to do those things, but in earlier times, far more people needed that knowledge. So, Bersin is looking toward potential instead of focusing on the negatives. Is this the right path when we have concerns about AI technology in the workplace and in daily life? Maybe. A note of caution on the study. There is one big caution around the study. It was based on self-reported data, rather than cognitive testing. Humans aren't terribly good at evaluating themselves, so a better study would look at actual skills testing. That said, we all do know the purpose of exercising is not to have the treadmill move at a certain speed for a certain time, but to make our legs do the work. Our brains are similar. Getting the answer to a question is nice, but our brains only benefit if we do the actual workout. I'm not opposed to AI, and use it quite often for a variety of things, such as translation and creating headlines. But I do think it's wise for business leaders to not become overly dependent on the technology, at the risk of reducing their own abilities. But perhaps Bersin is right, and there are more opportunities than problems with the new technology. Thinking through that is probably an exercise best done with pen and paper rather than ChatGPT.